play. Going down to cover by Bentley, the linebacker. Let's go to Jack Whitaker for an update in New York.
Jack Whitaker and ABC Sports Control in New York, and in that Denver-New Jersey game, Denver has scored first on a textbook drive that took 16 plays, 10 minutes and 12 seconds, a 1-yard run by Harry Sidney, and Denver is up 7-0 over the New Jersey Generals. Now we'll take you back to Kurt Gowdy.
Boston's ball, their 24-yard line. First down. They've had the ball one series of downs in this game, and that's it with 3:21 to play in the first period. Johnny Walton, quick pitch out, completes it to Tony Davis. Davis has a first down. Finally piled up at the 40-yard line of the Breakers, and he's hit there by Fred Logan. Let's quickly get down to the sidelines and ABC's Mike Berry.
Don Eccles, the man with the good hands, to recover that ball for a touchdown in the end zone. Don, tell us what happened.
Oh, it was just a regular little running play going to the right and everything. All I had to do was cut my man off, but I decided to just hold on to take him all into the end zone. And I looked down, caught a little glance of the ball, you know. So best thing to do, get on him when they like that.
Michigan's playing well now. You're happy to be reunited with your Oklahoma State coach, Jim Stanley.
Oh, yeah, much so. You know, like he's the type of man that if he tell you something, you can take it to the bank, and I know him well from college and everything. And he's more than a coach to me and everything, you know. He's a friend on the field. He's a bigger friend off the field to me.
Don Eccles, thank you very much. Kurt, it's warm down here. Let's go back upstairs.
Next time we see you, how about taking that jacket off, Mike?
What that young man said right there is why you men go into coaching. Jim Stanley will never forget what Rickles just said about him being his friend and confidant.
Well, that was a very fine compliment. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Michigan leading Boston 7-0. The penalty against Michigan was declined by the Breakers. They have a first down on their 40-yard line. And they have Richard Crump and Tony Davis in the backfield behind Johnny Walton. And we may have encroachment here by Dave Tipton, the nose guard, who crossed the neutral zone and I think touched one of the offensive linemen of the Breakers, which is automatically the penalty. Oh, now they're going to call it. That's right. It's against Michigan. So this will put the ball on the Boston 45-yard line and make it 1st and 5.
Encroachment. Defense, number 65. First down.
That'll happen a lot of times because the quarterback changes his tone. Like he'll say, go, go. And the guy, instead of listening, should watch the football.
First down 5 for the Boston Breakers. Walton to Richard Crump. Crump is nailed at the 47-yard line of the Breakers. Hit by David Greenwood. David Greenwood was the first draft pick of Michigan. He was an all Big Ten player 2 years in the secondary at Wisconsin. He's 6'3", and listen to this. He high jumps 7 feet 2 inches.
Wait, I got a bit of trivia you won't believe. We are seeing today the first time in the history of football where 2 defensive backs high jumped over 7'2". And Arno, his buddy, high jumped 7'2 1/4 at Iowa State.
They should be basketball players. Maybe they are. Walton's out there with it. Just out of the reach of Dick Crump. Crump was in the open. A little bit, inches away from his fingertips. He has a nice touch in that ball, Walton. You know what? He sort of feathers it when he has to and pings it when he needs to.
You wonder why he's so wide open. The reason he's wide open is 52 played the fake in the middle. That's what you call play-action passes. You fake a run to hold a linebacker inside, and then you try to throw the ball deep behind him.
It's 3rd down 3. The Breakers ball on their 47. Charlie Smith came out as a wide receiver. They've got David Bale in there, another tight end, a 2 tight end offense. 3rd and 3. Crump gets the call, and he is blasted at the 45-yard line of Boston. He's hit there by Bentley and Corker. Bentley's number 50 and Corker's 57. Boston fails to pick up a first down. They lost 2, and they have a 4th and 5. And here's the giant in there again, Dario Casarero. 6'7" Casarero, 240 pounds, University of Washington. And just the opposite is the little guy, Anthony Carter, back as the safety man.
Michigan will have more success with Carter if they try to run outside on punt returns than in the middle.
He gets away another good spiral. Fair catch. Call for. The ball hits. Is touched by Boston. And it's where it's touched. Let's see where they put it down. They're going to flag it down and inside the 10, back in the 8-yard line. So Michigan will have the ball. That was David Bale who went down there and touched the ball. We'll be back here with a score of Michigan 7 and the Boston Breakers nothing. They have Frank McLean and Anthony Carter as the wide receivers. Hebert faking a handoff, passes it, trying to hit his back coming down the field. Cleo Miller, and he was racked up. Joe Restic, interesting young fella, Joe Restic. Restic is taking a year off from dental school at the University of Pennsylvania. He passed one of the highest entry tests in the history of the school. When he went to him and said, I want to take a shot at pro football, can I take a year off? They said, go ahead, because of the examination you took. Brilliant young man, and quite a leader on this team as a youngster. Billy Don Jackson has replaced Odious Lee at nose tackle. 2nd and 10 for Michigan from their 20. With a split backfield, it goes to Lacey. Lacey jammed up on the 24-yard line, getting in under the play. Billy Rowe, the inside linebacker of the Boston Breakers.
You notice how the kicking game, the great punting by Casarino, has forced Michigan to go a long way, and they seem to be more conservative now. I think this is going to turn into a situation where Boston will get the ball eventually around the 50 and have good field position like Michigan did and be able to touch it in and make it a 7-7 ball game.
Boston needed some kicking. They had an average of 29 yards a game. So this big guy showed up today. 3rd down and 7. Michigan on their 23-yard line. Michigan ahead in the last 33 seconds of the first period, 7-0. Hebert throws to Carter. Carter can't hold on to it. Lee, I noticed in practice he was dropping the ball. I saw him drop 3 or 4 in practice.
That time they had Love, number 40, Terry Love from Murray State, on him man for man, but he also had some help with Restic in the backfield. Now you'll notice number 40 will get right in his hip and cover him, and he will not look for the football. Notice his head, number 40, until Carter looks. When Carter looks, that means the ball's on his way, and he calls stripping the ball. Nice defensive play.
Rick Partridge kicks it to Matthews. Fair catches it at the 44-yard line. Ira Matthews was originally drafted by the Oakland Raiders. He led the nation in the NCAA statistics and punt returns at Wisconsin. We're going to be back here first quarter with a score 7-0 Michigan. It'd be the last play of the first period. At the top of the scoreboard, you see there 22 seconds to go. Boston's ball on her 44-yard line with a first down. Richard Crump, the lone setback behind the quarterback, Johnny Walton. Walton has been sacked only twice all year. He has a quick release. There's a pass complete to the 50 to the 48-yard line of the Michigan Panthers as he throws it out there and hits Nolan Franz, number 84, the wide receiver. And we're down to 8 seconds to go in this period. I can see a lot of the reasons why he hasn't been sacked much is the way he gets rid of the ball, Lee.
They have a timing pass game, which means they're going to throw the football within before 2.5. That means no matter what happens, they can't get to him.
So there's the end of the first quarter. United States Football League from Boston, Massachusetts. The Michigan Panthers leading the Boston Breakers 7-0. The Boston University field here. Second quarter beginning. Michigan leading 7-0. Boston's ball on the Michigan 49-yard line. 2nd down and 3. They have a slot right, a wide slot right. Lockett coming in motion. Tony Davis carries the ball for a first down to the 44-yard line of Michigan. Boston's ball on the Michigan 44. This is the deepest penetration for the Boston Breakers in the game. But the Breakers dominated the first period. Lee will take a look at the stats for you.
Anytime you're running the football like that, 4-1, you're usually winning the football game. The most significant statistic also is the fact that when you're running the ball, you keep the ball 10 minutes to 4 minutes.
Yeah, they've controlled it, Michigan. First down, Boston on the Michigan 44. Back it goes. Walton's toss wide open. It's at the 5, and it is a touchdown. Nolan Friend, the old flea flicker play. He handed the ball to Davis, back to Walton, and Walton fired it down the middle, the 10-yard line. To Nolan Friend, number 84 of Tulane. He goes in for the touchdown. Remember now, in this United States Football League, they have the option to go for 2. I used to love that 2 points in the American Football League, but I don't think the coaches like it, Lee.
Well, it depends. It depends if you're going for 2 to win it. I lost a big Purdue game once, 24-23 with 15 seconds to go. We missed it, but I tell you what, in that situation, you gotta go for it. You don't go to play ties.
Now, you can hardly win if you go for the tie. Everybody says he should have gone for the win. Tim Mazzetti to kick. He's hit 19 out of 19 extra points this year. He's been deadly place kicking all year. The kick is up, and he is still perfect. 20 out of 20 for Tim Mazzetti. This game is tied with 14-15 to play in the first half, 7-7. Let's take a look at that last play from the end zone.
Now, when the quarterback hands the ball off, the defensive back has a tendency to go to sleep. That's why the man walking is so far open. Excuse me, Franz, is the defensive back, number 24. Carter went to sleep because he thought it was going to be a run. All coaches have those plays, and they work on them. You never expect them to work.
We'll be back. Franz just nailed that 49-yard pass. The Panthers have controlled the clock and the ball, but they're tied on 1 strike by Boston. This kick is down by Oliver Davis in the end zone, a touchback. And they'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line now. There it is, 3 plays, 56 yards. Took him a little over a minute. First down. Michigan's ball on the 20-yard line. 41 players suit up for games in the United States Football League. They can suit 40 up, and they can have 1 extra, a 41st man who must be a quarterback, a 3rd stringer, but he can play only if the first 2 quarterbacks become injured and are unable to play. So each team has 41 men suited up there. That's Anthony Carter in motion. Lacey with the ball, running well out to the 29-yard line. A yard short of a first down. He was upended by Bill Rowe, the inside linebacker of Colorado University. Second down, 1 for Michigan. Lacey, Ken Lacey from Tulsa University.
This situation is one of the favorites of all coaches. Second down and 1 or less than 1. You can go for a bomb and throw it away, or you can go for the first down. Let's take a look at what Coach Jim Stanley's going to do.
Well, this has always been a good passing down in pro football. Second down, a yard to go. They're going for the first down, and they have it. Lacey again. And they're going to spot the ball at the 36-yard line of Michigan. First down. 7-7 game, 13 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the first half. Michigan in white, if you just joined us. The Boston Breakers in the blue. This is old Braves Field, where the Boston Braves used to play. Babe Ruth once played here, 1934, his last year in baseball. Sort of a swan song for Babe is when he hit 3 home runs at Pittsburgh. Great charge in that time by number 58, Mike Brewington, who's coming there to make a couple of key plays on defense. Tackled Ken Lacey. Boy, he had a charge, Lee.
Exactly. He got off the ball quicker than that guard, number 61. McGriff could get to him. McGriff was supposed to block him, but he made too much penetration. A nice defensive play. One of the best ways to beat the Michigan team is to don't let those traps get set up like they did against Chicago. Attack them, and they're doing a very nice job of that.
Second down, 14. Michigan on their 32-yard line. As the Boston Breakers have come alive here. They're being soundly outplayed in the first period. Bear sets up, eyes under the gun, and it is complete to the 41-yard line. That's the first time he's had to leave the pocket. He'll move around. Actually, they want him to run more. He's a pretty good runner, And they don't think he takes off enough, Lee, that he could gain some yardage running.
He can, and now, you know why? He probably does not want to look like he doesn't know exactly what he's doing. In that situation, number 28 blocked down the field. Lacey blocked the man down the field, and that's a severe penalty. That's offensive, blocking down the field. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Michigan team.
Well, they wipe up that pass game.
Pass interference. Offense, number 28.
It's a loss of down.
Loss of down. Third down.
That puts the ball on the Michigan 22. 22-yard line of Michigan. They have a third down and 24 yards to go.
You might wonder why that's such a severe penalty. I'll tell you why. Because if you didn't have that penalty, you could have an offensive man go down there and block a defensive man and throw it to a friend of his. That's why it's such a severe penalty.
Anthony Carter spread to the right. Derek Holloway to the left. They have to go for a long gainer here. Bear fires it out, and it is complete to the 39-yard line. But they're short of a first down. Let's go down to Mike Berry and the Boston quarterback, Johnny Walton.
Thank you, Kurt. Johnny, you find yourself in a 7-7 tie ball game here in the second quarter with a little razzle-dazzle. What went into the planning on that play?
Well, you know, they are predictable. When you see them playing a certain coverage, you put certain things in, and today we called the play at the exact right time. They did not have deep safety support, so we tried to get the flea flicker in. This time it worked, you know, and it's 7-7 and having fun.
They're a tough defensive ball club. They rank 5th in the league. We'll go right back upstairs now to Kurt Gowdy.
All right, the punt by Partridge to Ira Matthews, and Matthews was smothered immediately on the 26-yard line of the Boston Breakers, where Boston will take over. So when we return, the score is still Boston Breakers 7, the Michigan Panthers 7.
From the dusty deserts of Baja through the sound barrier, the Budweiser racing teams always play to win.
I own 15 cars. Without Sears Auto Centers, could only own 10.
Cut the cost of car care at Sears National Automotive Sale. Save 50% on Aramid belted radials, guaranteed for 42,000 miles. Save $18 on Sears 48 battery, only $39.99 with trade-in. Heavy-duty shocks are only $5.66 each plus labor. And Spectrum 10W40 oil is only 89 cents.
At Sears Tire and Auto Centers, we install confidence day and night. Sears.
That's Jim Stanley, the Michigan coach in the upper left. Dick Corey, the Boston coach, in the lower right. Here's Boston out now on their 26-yard line with a first down. We're in a tie game here in Boston, 7-7. And the pitch comes to Richard Crump. Crump's been stopped fairly effectively today by Michigan. He's the 4th leading rusher in the United States Football League, averaging 5.2 a carry. The best rushing average in the league doesn't belong to Bryant of Philadelphia or Walker of New Jersey. It's to Sidney of Denver, who's averaged 5.8 yards a carry. And I heard the recap there by Jack Whittaker. He scored a touchdown in that game out there today at Denver. Second down 8. Boston's ball, their own 28. Quick flick. A delay to Davis, 35. He has a first down. Tony Davis is at the 40-yard line.
You're going to love this replay. If you'll watch number 26, Grump, he will make the block that leaves 25 Davis. Now watch Grump right there. That's a great little delay pattern, a real short pass, but very, very confident building play.
Watch Corker, number 57, going in there. They get him out of there. He leads the league in sacks, 16.5, but he hasn't been able to get to Walton today with an injured player. Tony Davis is one of those. He'll be the player representative when they form the union in the United States Football League. He was a high draft pick of the Cincinnati Bengals, and then he went on to Tampa Bay. But he's one of those pluggers. He's not flashy. He just gets the job done. He's a good blocker, fine short yardage man, and takes the short pass like he just did. That's his game.
And that's one of the reasons why Corker hasn't been as effective in this ball game as he was in the Chicago game when I saw him against Landry. They have a quicker passing game with Walden. He'll get back, set his feet, and throw it faster so that Corker and his group, who lead the league with 37 sacks of quarterbacks for 278 yards in lost yardage.
That's Jerry Raymond coming off, the left guard of Boston, and he'll be replaced by Mike Catalan, a center who's playing every position there today, center, guard, whatever. First down, Boston, their 40-yard line. By 9:57 to go in the first half. The game is tied 7-7. Crump and Davis are the running backs. Walton on a play action across to Flan. Flan's at the 46-yard line in Michigan. A straight slant pattern. That's the pattern a lot of receivers don't like to run when you take your life in your hands running over the middle.
Again, that short, quick pass. You'll see number 31, Greenwood, a strong safety blitzing, but he hits Franz quickly before they can make any movement towards him. That's the kind of play that's a dangerous play because you're going to get hit real quick and hard by somebody. But Nolan Franz, the rookie from Tulane, who averages 11.9 every time he catches the football in this league, has got great concentration.
He was voted the athlete of the year at Tulane his senior year. He leads the team coming into this game with 33 catches. And I went out and watched him work out yesterday. I said, what is your strong point? He said, I love to catch the ball over the middle. We just saw him do it. And I said, most guys don't want to. They get their heads torn off there. And he said, well, I like it. One of the officials is hurt right now.
And he was hit by number 87, David Bale. Bale was blocking and trying to block that strong safety, 31, David Greenwood, and ran into the official, the referee.
Lee, Johnny Walton has had 7 pass attempts in this game, has hit 6 for 97 yards. He is 36 years old, but his coach, Dick Corey, said his arm was born 5 years after he was born. He said he really has a 31-year-old arm.
You know, it's interesting that Dick Corey is one of the nicest coaches in the United States Football League. He was 9 years in the NFL, but he's also 1 year as the head coach of the Portland Storms of the World Football League.
He sort of set a pattern. His son, Steve Corey, is one of his assistant coaches. And Corey kidded yesterday. He said, I gave Shula the guts to go ahead and hire his kid down there at Miami.
They both coach receivers.
Yeah.
A bit of irony.
First down. Boston on the Michigan 46. A tie game. 7-7. Out of the I formation. Crump is the tailback. They give the ball to the short man, Davis. There's a flag down as Tony Davis stopped at the 43-yard line of Michigan. So let's see. This is going to be against the Boston Breakers. You know, we haven't had a turnover in this game. 1. Oh, they recovered their own fumble. They didn't turn the ball over. Neither teams had a pass intercepted. Neither teams had a fumble.
This is what they call a quarterback hit sheet down there. I didn't keep him back there. And I tell you what, plus I'm not the same size as that guy. He could put a whole board on his back. No, a little humor there.
You were too busy thinking up your next promotion.
Yeah, not kidding.
There are the penalties. 2 against Boston, 4 against Michigan.
I hope that coach wasn't in charge of physical fitness.
Ball's on the Boston 44. First down.